Hi, hello, welcome to the tailor. How are you? Good, it's so nice to meet you. Did you have an appointment? Awesome, let me pull you up. All right, what was your name? Good. Perfect, I have you right here. Tell me a little bit about the event we are measuring you for. Okay, so quite a bit more formal. Got it. Okay. Do you care if I just take a look at you and kind of manipulate you a little bit? Great, thank you. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting a better visual for your... Yeah. Okay. This is perfect. Okay. And what is your relationship to the bride or groom? Oh, awesome. I love it. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. Let me tell you a little bit about how this is going to work. So what we're going to do is I'm going to measure you, and we are going to get all your little measurements down here in my little iPad. And then from there, I will be emailing all of your measurements to the designer. Perfect. A few questions before we start. I do really want to understand how you like your garments to fit you. Do you like them to cascade slowly off of you? Do you like them to be a bit more snug, form-fitting, somewhere in the middle? Great. And so with that, in terms of the texture of your garments, do you like them to be super, super soft or super, super structured, or somewhere in the middle? Got it. Perfect. This is awesome. Such good information. It really helps me get the right information to make sure we're constructing this out of the correct material. Yeah. All right. Now, if you could just stand up for me. Take a big deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Good job. Now I'm going to warm up my tape measure because I don't want to surprise you. There we go. Okay. I'm going to start pulling this through my hands. It does tend to be a bit cold. So I am going to be doing this a mix of metric and non-metric measurements. So we're going to do inches, centimeters, all the measurements, just to be super, super accurate. Great. Some designers have certain preferences, and some don't really mind either way. Alrighty. So much warmer. Okay. Well, I am going to try to work top down mostly, but I do have to come back up a lot. Okay? Great. Now, one more pass through to get to the top of the tape measure. Here we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great job. I'm going to get these down. I don't have that good of a memory. Typically speaking, I can only do about, 4 or 5 measurements before I lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Awesome. So are you excited for this wedding? Oh, well, hopefully there won't be too much drama. I mean, it's a wedding, so a scotch of drama is to be expected. A little though, not a lot. We wouldn't want anything too crazy. Okay. Nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. One of the most important measurements I want to make sure that we get very, very, very well is around your shoulders. That can really make or break how something lays on someone. Great. Awesome. Now I am going to have you turn around for me. Great. We're going to get the back of the shoulders. Great. The back. Amazing. Okay. It's interesting how everyone has a different taper to their back, and that gradient from the width down really can shape how a garment will fit on you. Yeah? You have excellent proportions, by the way. Okay. So I'm thinking, based off of what you're telling me in terms of the material, we do want to err on the softer side. Yeah. I feel like you have a very elegant look. Something nice, something floaty. Yeah, I think that's really gonna just pull everything together and let you be the star of the show rather than like putting you in something super structured that's gonna force you into a literal box. Yeah, absolutely. So, how are we going to wear your hair? Okay, so same. So for me, my hair is like a security blanket. I have a hard time wearing it up. Yeah. But I am so happy with the way your hair flows. It would almost be a crime to do an updo. Yeah. You've got this really thick, luxurious hair. I mean, it would be the updo of the century, but okay. Well, then maybe we can do something like half up, half down. Yeah. What's your preference? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we do want to do a half up, half down. Okay, and the reason it matters what you're doing with your hair is because some things lend themselves better to having your hair up, having your hair down. It kind of depends, because with some pieces, if it's more backless, some people really want to show off their back, and some people are like, no, I want my hair to, fall onto my back. Yeah, it's so crazy. But, or if it's like a particularly ornate situation going on in the back, they definitely want to have their hair up so they can show off that work. Yeah. Okay, let me get these measurements in there. So, I'm thinking something cotton-ish, not necessarily pure cotton, but either cotton or a blend. Yeah, because this is going to be a spring situation. You're gonna be dancing, you're gonna be having fun. I don't want you to have to worry about anything. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. How do we feel about lace? Okay. For sure. So what I'm hearing is that you like lace, you appreciate lace, but you don't want to end up looking like grandma's doily. Yeah, exactly. I hear it. Lace is something that can very easily be overdone, but then you don't want to be scared of it either. So maybe like a touch here or there, like on a sleeve. Yeah. I get you. I get it. Absolutely. Okay, so I am going to come around you, okay? Okay. Perfect. Okay. Please don't mind my hands. I know it's hard. I try to do this part around the chest last because it gives me some time to like put the tapeworm up a little bit more. But unfortunately, working top to bottom, it can't quite be last. Okay. But if I give it some time, the tapeworm's up a little bit extra and it's not quite such a shock. Another thing we need to do is your color season analysis. Good. Okay, so you did make that appointment. Fantastic. So at that appointment, we are going to be determining a couple things. We are going to be determining whether you are cool or warm tone, and then from there, your specific color season. Yeah. It's not that any one season can't wear a particular color. It's that there are certain shades or variety of those colors that are going to look better. So typically winters and summers are your cool tone. So those are going to be, I don't even know how to describe it, like the opposite of autumn. Because I think that autumn is like one of the easiest to talk about, because when we talk about autumn colors, everyone knows what that means. They're warm, the leaves are changing. So autumns and springs are warms. Yeah. And there's some categories within them, but even just knowing whether you're warm or cool tone can really help make or break an outfit. Yeah. So we'll get into that later. But just guessing, do you like silver jewelry or more gold? Okay, same. So that's my problem. So for me, I love the look of gold jewelry when I see it on someone else. But when I put it on myself, it just looks a little off. And it's really frustrating. Yeah. So then I found out I am a cool summer, meaning that I look better in more cool tone things. You can usually tell by like your veins. Yeah. It really changed my mind about a lot of things. Yeah. But anyway, that's another appointment. We will get down to that, I promise. The other thing we should do, and I'm gonna write this down in your appointment book. At your next appointment, which is gonna be the color one, I'm assuming? Great. And then you're gonna have a fitting. Fantastic. We need to get your ring size. I know it sounds like it's like such a simple little thing. It's like boom, 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 done. It's a little more complicated than that, because we want to make sure if you have any fluctuations or anything like that. It's a whole process. Yeah. Great. Awesome. Okay. A few more measurements and then we should just be about done. Great. And I know I didn't ask you about this, but what are we thinking in terms of length? Okay. Yeah. So you don't want like a mini anything, but you don't want a midi length either. So maybe like just above the knee. Okay, great. Are we thinking just like a straight situation, or are you open to the idea of an asymmetrical? Okay, I'll surprise you. Okay, great. Pardon me, we're gonna get all over here. Yep. Oh my goodness. All right, if you could lift your arms up, please. All right. Thank you, my dear. Good job. Okay. So a couple things I want to write down before we're done, because they do matter. Can you please tell me where you're at in your menstrual cycle? I know. It's such an odd question. I know. And let me explain the reason why it's helpful to know. We can fluctuate so much. It's not really up to us. Like when we're so different in our follicular phase, when we're in our luteal phase, it really helps let me know where we're at. So if I need to give measurements some room, or if they are like peak. Okay. And what day was that? Great. So you should be all set, and then I'm not worried about it at all. It just helps. The last thing I would want to happen if someone was on their menstrual cycle and they came in to get measured, and then things just felt a little loose or not quite right or ill-fitting when they came in. Yeah, perfect. I love it. Do you have any other questions for me before I let you go and we schedule your next appointment? Great. Absolutely. And this appointment was totally free of charge. Awesome. You have a great day. We'll see you. Bye.